You bloody useless fucks. You just had to do this, Namco. You just had to go all the way in with all of this. Namco Bandai, in their sheer stupidity, has decided to release the prices of the DX 11 version of Scholar of the First Sin on PC. How much does it cost, right? How bad could it be? Well, if you own the game, Dark Souls 2, and all the DLCs, which themselves are 24 euros or your dollar equivalent or whatever, if you do that, you have to pay $20 for the privilege of playing on DX 11, which gives you what? Better graphics, which you can get regardless of the mods? Oh, higher phantom count. Brilliant move there. Brilliant move. We can get more phantoms, except no one will play the fucking thing on PC with the DX 11 version because you're just ripping people off. So fuck off. Oh, the only thing that's even remotely worth it is the different enemy placement with the DX 11 version. But that comes at the cost of losing your fucking characters. It's like, oh yeah, you want to go for DX 11? You lose your characters, you get this. It's like, fuck off. I've spent hundreds of hours in a single character. I'm not gonna erase that fucking thing and then pay on top of that for the privilege of getting different enemy placement, a mild graphic update, and having more phantoms, which will not matter for shit in this situation. If I'm pissed off, it's because I love the Soul series. I think a lot of people love the Soul series who have played it, finished it. Okay. And they're pissed off. They're rightly pissed off. It's a series that we are invested in heavily. And then Namco Bandai does something like this. I'm not blaming From Software in any way here because the blame doesn't go to them. I might have blamed them for the initial problems with the PC version having the lighting gutted and all of that. But I can't blame them for what Namco Bandai is doing here. And I really hope that in the future they don't do any more business with this fucking piece of shit company. Fuck you, assholes. You're a worthless piece of crap. You're doing something on the level of Sega with DLC right now, or shitty business practices. You're becoming worse than EA as a publisher, or Activision. My god, not even EA would have the balls to release an updated version on PC of an older game and then charge $20 for the privilege of upgrading that for already existing owners. Fuck off. And if you own the deal, if you don't own the DLCs, you have to pay $30. Though that's actually reasonable because the DLCs, if you want to buy them, cost 24 euros. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but it's actually pretty reasonable if you don't own the DLCs. But here's the catch. If you don't own the game and you want to buy a new copy, right? You want to get into the Dark Souls series. It costs $40 for the DX 9 version. Reasonable enough, I'd say. But $50, a $10 difference for the DX 11 version, which contains all the DLC and all these improvements. What the fucking hell are you thinking? $20 if you own the game and the DLCs, $10 difference if you between DX 9 and 11 if you don't own the game. What the fuck? Oh my god. You know, I get it on consoles. I really do get it on consoles why they would charge people. You know, it's a different machine, different system, different situation, right? And console players get the huge frame rate improvement. But on PC, and also graphic improvement between the two machines, because they don't have access to mods that we do. They can't run those. But we have mods. Why the fuck would we give a shit about graphic improvements, which probably don't even look as good as the mods? We might be able, and I stress the might here, might be able to run the game with the mods and DX 11 might, but that's not the certainty because the mods in general, sweet effects, things like that, graphical enhancement mod, these things are designed primarily with 32-bit systems, DX 9. They can work on DX 11, but not 64-bit. So if it's 64-bit, which we don't know by the way, then it won't run. There you go. And between Gem and the mild upgrades, I'll take Gem. Thank you very much. I'll take graphical enhancement mod any fucking day over this. Over spending $20 for this. The only thing that's interesting, as I said, is the different enemy placement. But fuck me if I'm gonna spend $20 on that. And I'm someone who could make money off this as a YouTuber. Someone who does playthroughs of the games that I play. I could make money off this. For the regular player, there's even less incentive than for me. A hell lot less incentive. Why would you do this? Most of the player base is on DirectX 9. Why the fuck would you throw away your characters? Would you go on this version for $20 if it was a free upgrade, or if it was something as reasonable as, say, even $5, $5, $10? I'll give them even $10. I would have said okay, but fucking 20 or 30? Fuck off. Just screw you, Namco Bandai, you piece of fucking shit. At the end, however, the last laugh goes to certain people who probably own the game but don't own the DLC. Why is that? Because, well, if you want to get the DirectX 11 version and you may not own the game, or you own the game but you don't own the DLC, you can spend 20 euros or dollars and buy it off the grey market, like Ingwin. They are already offering this for 20 euros in Europe. They're doing that at this very moment. So it's Kingwing, G2A, the grey market in general. So if you want to buy this, if you don't own the game, especially if you don't own the game, or if you don't own the DLC, then in that situation, I would recommend you consider buying it from the grey market, but don't give them their fucking money. Buy it off the grey market. Don't buy it from Steam or whatever, from an official store. Don't do that. Don't reward them from this, seriously. And certainly don't buy this game. Don't buy this upgrade for $20 if you have played the DLC, if you own the DLC, because it's not worth a $20 fucking price tag. That's just ridiculous. That's just the dumbest thing, really. $20 for this? There's DLC that actually adds meaningful content for less in other games. Hell, there's DLC for Dark Souls that adds more meaningful content. $20 for different enemy placement because that's the only thing that fucking matters in this upgrade? Really? I mean, really? Yeah, whatever. I'm done. That's all I had to say here. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.